This message is not just for extroverts, though. I'm going to encourage everyone watching this, go outside. Specifically, even if you're thinking, I don't feel like it, and maybe you're used to working remotely, just go outside, get to the gatherings, and ideally pick the gatherings early morning, in the early morning time frame. I have been so energized. Now, I have an excuse. I went to a new city and it kind of reset the way that I'm maneuvering. I'm in my old city, or rather in my other city that I'm more familiar with. I took it for granted and wasn't as inclined to sign up for breakfast events, not even virtually. I did not think I was much of a morning person, and I like to plan my day privately. That for me is my quiet time. And then my energy, my sharpness starts to pick up a little bit closer to mid-morning. And if that's something that sounds like you, still get to these early morning, and if you prefer lunchtime, totally, but daylight hours for me have been the realm of Zoom for years. And I'm in a bit of a rebellion right now with my phone. I kind of just want it to die all the time. It beeps and notifies all the notifications. And I've implemented digital wellness. It goes great at night. I mean, I'm really aggressive in resisting distractions from my phone these days. And I remember years ago, before I had the nicer smartphone that I have now, more than a decade, I want to say early 2000s, might have had a Palm Trio, so dating myself a little bit. And this book talked about the increasing digitization of our workplaces and our homes, and how that's going to increase the noise, right? How much our thoughts are bumping into one another. And I do believe if we have, so those of us who are not as extroverted, sometimes it may feel like interacting with people is like that. And so I want to also caveat what I'm saying with, you can absolutely use these outside gatherings to slip away from all of the screens that confront us right throughout the day. Even in meetings, you might see people looking at 1 to 2 screens. But moving away from those screen confrontations and into spaces where you can be fully present doesn't necessarily mean you need to be in a one-to-many, like you leading a town hall or a little group discussion with 5, 6, 7 people. You can, grab your morning coffee, shift your routine around and try to get out the door to some of these gatherings, and, hang back until you feel warmed up. Because I tell you, even the attendees at events in the morning, I found that this is consistent no matter what city I live in. Those folks who make room in their schedule to show up in person to an early morning breakfast or a forum or roundtable, they're just as interesting as the speakers. And so if you're finding when you're online, you're doing your outreach, whether you have a product that you're selling or you're evangelizing about a theory that's really exciting to you, and you're used to more engagement, maybe it feels a little quiet, maybe you're looking for a job opportunity, it might not be you so much as it is that the folks you want to connect with aren't as attached to their screens as you are, or at least they're not as attached in those moments as you are. So remember, get out there and meet them where they are so that you can help guide them to the ideas or the opportunities or insights that you want to share. It just takes a little bit of that effort on your part, on all our parts, to just remind ourselves that we've got to move a little bit away, right, from those distractions, those on-screen distractions, and get back into, being creatures of connection. And again, I'm going to go back to the power of the one. We don't have to have a one-to-many. If you're wondering, well, how will I connect with someone? Go to that event, listen, immerse in the content that's being delivered, and just one thoughtful question. You raise one thoughtful question, people will find you. And the folks that the question resonated with, when they come and follow up with you or continue that conversation about your curiosity, that's your person. Those are the people who are going to want to keep talking. And it sounds intuitive as I'm saying it, but I think, again, we forget. So it's as simple as that. You do not have to approach people all the time. One powerful question can attract a world of interest. So I'm encouraging you to get outside to those gatherings, and ideally, if you've got some things coming across your desk and you're trying to decide, or you're on the fence about it, jump in there, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the results.